These jokers have got to go. This one's flat. No bueno. Can't be having that. What's up, Grappler fans? Last night I surprised my wife with these new Ridge Grapplers, and I'm gonna get them mounted up today. Hopefully they'll fit. I kind of eyeballed the size and got a little bit bigger size. But you see I got them strapped up here on top because my wife already packed up the car for our trip to North Carolina. So with that, I'm gonna get them down, let you take a look at them, and then we're gonna see if we can throw them on the car. As you can see, these are a good bit bigger than the BFGs that are on here. So we are gonna test fit one. And this is the normal side that everybody likes on the Ridge Grappler, but my wife actually likes this this other side here that's slightly less aggressive, and she kind of just wants to be different. But I am concerned that we are gonna rub on this upper control arm here. It is already pretty close to these worn out BFGs, and these are some fresh meats that might hit that. So we're gonna find out. Also, this is a 285/70/17, and the tire on here before was a 265/70/17. So shouldn't be that much bigger, but as you can see, it is. Nittos run a little bit bigger sometimes. So we're gonna see what happens. We got a nail in this tire, and it's leaking air, so we really need some new tires, and hopefully I didn't overdo it. Yeah, this bad boy right here is going to be the biggest concern. And
I got into a situation where I had to get tires in a hurry. I had my tires still in my truck. Next time I'm going to go back to white leather.
yeah.
White leather tires get put in. Up in Tennessee, guy unplugged it. Gave him $10 for a struggle.
So we got the first one test fit on here, and as I was suspecting, it is super close right here, and it just is kissing it as it passes by. As you can see, the tire does spin, and it's gonna rub a little notch in the tire. Now, this side being less aggressive, if I rotated the tire on the wheel, I'd have a little bit more clearance, but this is the side my wife wants out, and I have no problem with that sucker. She'll spin on there, and we won't even be able to feel it. It'll wear a little notch in there, and she'll keep on going down the road, no spacers. So I'm gonna run it 285/70/17s on a stock 2-wheel drive 4Runner. How's it looking?
Oh man, it's looking fire.
Yeah, that's full lock. Yeah, I got room there. Yeah, I think we'll run that. We'll try it. It's big, but it fits. So Cody just pointed out, when we had it jacked up, you know, it kind of maxed out the suspension. Look at it now, sitting on its own weight. We got room right there. See that little gap right at the top between the upper control arm and the tire? We ought to be pretty set. I was like, oh, if it rubs a little, it'll be all right, but we actually have a couple nose hairs length distance right there, so we should be good. And that is the widest part of the tire right there. So we're gonna roll with it. That's definitely the biggest tire you can fit on here. And I think it does have a little bit of a leveling kit, but either way, that's not gonna help that. She fits. We're headed to North Carolina. We might as well just leave it like that. Gonna be close on this little mud flap here, but I think we'll be all right. Yeah, once we fit. We just dropped her down, sitting on all fours now. Gonna get in alignment, got them all balanced, and we're gonna try to rescan all the TPMS sensors, because we do have a TPMS light on the dash. That's the only light. After I replaced the gas cap, we got rid of all the other random codes that were going on. We had a check engine light, advanced track, what else did we have? Like service, traction control, all that was a gas cap. So now I got the price down off of a $10 gas cap, and a TPMS light, and hopefully we'll get rid of this TPMS light and be good to go. Got the 4Runner up on the alignment rack. What do y'all think of the look so far? I think we kind of pushed the limits a little bit without being crazy. My wife wanted it to still be practical and not rub and you know, be daily drivable without any issues. And I think we've done that. It's the biggest size you can really put on here without being too crazy, and I haven't done any modifications. So stock wheel, like I said, I think it's like a 2-inch leveling kit on this car already, just by looking at the little spacer that's on top of the strut. But pretty mild setup, and looks great. First test drive, this sucker is quiet. It's not pulling at all. Feeling really good about these tires so far. I haven't really gotten it up to much speed yet. I got some guy driving slow with like one piece of wood in the back of his truck. But I got BFGs on the roof because I did not want to pay for them to dispose of them, so I'm gonna sell them for like 20 bucks or whatever because they're bald. But with that, I do still have a TPMS light. It might go out. They said they're all working properly, and we put 32 PSI, which is what the TPMS light is looking for in all the tires. So I'm hoping that'll just kind of go out. It's been on for who knows how long, so it probably just still wants to be on, but we'll see about that. Not the biggest, you know, concern if that's just on, but yeah, driving good. We're about to do some turning real quick and might have to do a little trimming of plastic, but we'll see. There she is, looks great. Minor trimming of some plastic in the wheel well that you can't even notice. We are on the road though, so I'm gonna get in the car before Megan yells at me. Heading to North Carolina, 12-hour drive. We'll see how it does. All right, guys, we made it to beautiful Wilmington, North Carolina. Back where I met Megan while I was stationed here a while back. And this is home for us pretty much. We come and see her folks, and you know, my family lives pretty close as well. So the car did great. We put about 800 miles on it last night. Got in around midnight. Yeah, no complaints so far. I can hear the tires rev a little bit on the mud flaps when you hit a real big bump at speed, and there is a little rubbing here and there, but the trimming I did on the wheel well liner seemed to do the trick for turning. Maybe a little bit of rubbing when you're backing up, but we'll keep you posted on it. So far, very happy with these 285 Ridge Grapplers on this like leveled 4Runner. So let me know what y'all think. Here's a better look at it in the daylight. These tires look awesome on here. I think it was a good choice to put that side of them out. That sidewall looks really clean on here. And they fill the wheel wells up really nicely, but it's definitely not stuffed by any means. It doesn't look insane. Pretty clean. Nice size tire. You can kind of see, you know, how much the tire kind of fills up. It's not the thickest thing ever. You can still see the stickers a little bit on there. That's funny after all that driving. But yeah, pretty clean. Happy with how it turned out. Let me know what y'all think. I think it's pretty crazy to get a set of tires and immediately like leave the tire shop and then put 800 miles on them and you know, have no complaints. So I'm very excited about these tires. Super quiet. This car, I was telling Megan, it feels like we're hovering above the ground compared to what I'm used to. It's so quiet, so smooth. really excited about it. I do still have a TPMS light. I'm not sure if the tire size kind of threw off the pressure a little bit, or at least the sensor might be bad. They said they all work, but still got that. But they said bring it back if it doesn't go out, so I'm going to address that next time I can. But yeah, that's the 4Runner. It's got some ridge graps on it, and y'all stay tuned for the next video.